is Jeffery Davis, and I have a strange habit. This is no ordinary habit that most people have. It is not your typical biting your nails habit. This is an even stranger habit. This year, I have developed a strange habit of blurting out facts about time period 1 for no reason. It just happens. It can't stop. It started with the AP World exam. I was pretty confident in all of the periods, except for period 1. I studied all week so that I would be confident in period 1 and ready for all the questions. But an outcome that came after the test was something. Hey, did you know that social groups consisted of extended families in a clan, clans mixing with neighboring clans to form tribes, and an organized society with chiefs, leaders, and religious figures? I was not expecting for this to. Pastoral societies were nomadic and focused on caring for the herds and flocks. The Paleolithic era, also called the Stone Age, was before agricultural societies. Oops, sorry, it just came out. See, I can't help myself. I must leave. Dang it, I did it again.
Hi, my name is Mim Fox, and I've been a good friend of Jeffrey since we were children. We've always hung out and not really worried about homework or the AP tests. But these days, all he can think about is the period 1 facts. We can't even have a normal conversation without him saying facts about things like the Sumer was organized into city-states in which each worked as a maintained peace and stability for specialized labor, and effective transportation encouraged trade between Mesopotamian groups and the Egyptians. He says it way too much, and I'm starting to memorize these things. Origins of writing include cuneiforms, which were Mesopotamian. Sumerians had writing system based off of pictures, which were called pictographs. Egyptians developed hieroglyphics, which were symbols that represent sound and ideas. The Phoenicians developed a writing system, 22 symbols representing sounds, which helped them with their long-distance commercial activities. Every time I try to text Jeffrey, all he does is just send me some random period 1 facts. It's so irritating. I can't even have a normal conversation with him.
Celine Sanchez, and as someone who was in an AP class with Jeffrey before, I can say that he is really hardworking and he's kind of afraid of failing, and I think this is what truly sparked this habit. I know Jeffrey is strong, and I know this habit can go away if he just tried to learn new facts instead of the ones about the earliest methods of cultivation was slash and burn agriculture, and agriculture led to food surplus, which then led to an increase in population. I don't want to hear facts. I want to hear the real Jeffrey.
2 weeks later.
Hey guys, I'm back now. It's been 2 weeks since you last saw me, and in those 2 weeks, I have not said a single fact about period 1. I think now that the year's almost over, this strange habit has gone away. Hopefully, Gupta had a flourish of literature, art, science, temple building.
What period was that fact from?
Period 2. Alright, it's pyramid time. Come in, everyone. On the bottom we have untouchable. Nobody else can touch you or else they are considered unclean.
I'm sorry, I was born into this cast and there's no way for me to get out of it. Put your name on it.
Don't yell at my daughter for something she can't control. You won't see us back in this studio. Come on, Untouchable. We don't need to be a part of this studio to be successful. We don't need the caste system holding us back from a successful life.
Next we have the shoe drawer. You did your duty as a servant to hire members in the caste system. Well done. Next we have Vicia. You are a merchant who knows how to trade. You are on this level of the pyramid because you did what is expected of you.
Of course.
Now we have Kshatriya.
Why is my kid second? She should obviously be higher up in the pyramid.
Actually, if Kshatriya does good in this world, she will have good karma, which will allow her to be on the first level of the caste system.
Well, that's not good enough.
If you need a break, you can go step out of the studio.
Stop, I need a moment. Stop calling me.
That only leaves one of you to be on top. Brahmin, congratulations. You have done amazing as a priest for this society, and that's why you're on top.
I've been waiting for this moment for Brahmin for a long time. I'm just happy to see she finally got the recognition she deserves.
I'm really happy to be on top of the caste mom's pyramid because it means that I was born into a high level. Hello, my name is Prometheus and this is my assistant Athena, and today we're going to show you how to make a good leader for a big empire. First step, we're going to add a cup of good battle strategy so the empire will become big and strong and the largest of its time. So next we're going to put in some bravery so this person may never run away from the battlefield and his troops will have faith in him. Next we're going to put in multiple wives so that his empire will have a whole bunch of alliances and will be strong. Next we're going to put in a piece of knowledge from 2 Greek philosophers, specifically from Aristotle and Plato. Now we're going to put in a good mindset so it'll be useful for the battles that this person will be in. Finally, this will be a bomb of sorts, so after this person dies here, his culture will spread everywhere throughout his whole empire. So now my assistant Athena will put this in the oven.
Open the oven.
Yeah. We'll put it in the oven at 356 to 323 degrees for 32 minutes.
A few minutes later.
And there you go. Here is our newest dish, Alexander the Great. He will be a good leader in his empire. Join us next week for our next leader of the empire dish.
There, with all your goods on your back.
Me?
Yes, you. Are you tired of keeping all your goods on your back? Well, I have a solution for you.
Whoa.
With the new Camel 2000, you can now carry all your belongings with ease and see the world from a higher view. Camels can last 6 to 7 months without water, so you can keep all the water to yourself. Camels will make your life easier. If you don't believe me, just listen to these people.
Before I had a crappy horse, and now that I have the Camel 2000, it carries so many things. Now I can trade even more and get more money out of my trades.
Whoa, thanks for the Camel 2000. I'll definitely be using this on my travels to China. Thanks.
It's true, folks. Call in and get your camels at 1-800-2000. Call now and we'll even throw in a saddle to put on that bad boy. Remember, 1-800-2000 for the Camel 2000.
The camel walking, having camel fun. Get out of your chair, jump up on your feet, and dance with the camel to the groovy camel beat.
Hello everyone. Thank you for those of you who were able to make it. I just wanted to have a chance to clear up any beef between us.
Of course, I'm so happy I'm here.
Good.
I'm literally so fed up right now. It is so like Christianity to be forcing its agenda on us like it's the only religion. Does it think I forgot about all the missionaries and traders bothering some of my people to convert?
You're so right. I don't even know why I came here in the first place. I've had it up to here with Christianity.
You know, I'm not really a fan of what Christianity has been doing with the fighting crusades and all. You know how many people have died And it was a total failure anyway. They didn't even get the whole land back, and the promises made to the enlisting soldiers weren't even kept. It's whatever. I came here to end some of my beef with the other religions, specifically Buddhism. I know it's been spreading in parts of my territory, and some people might be interested in enlightenment or nirvana, but personally, I am not.
Okay, you guys, let's just drop it. Maybe you guys should just take a break and go out in nature. Most of your problems are because you're so caught up in public life. You need to live simply. Trust me, it's all natural.
Yeah, okay, Taoism. That is so like you. What's really important is your actions, good or bad. That's the issue. Besides Taoism, you don't even have a god. What do you know? Oh my gosh, can't you guys just stop? Okay, fine. I don't care. Keep fighting. I'll say something too. If you're watching this Buddhism, you're not all that. So what if you spread through the Silk Road? You know what else spread? Disease. Yeah, I said it. I guess it just spreads among barbarians. You know, like the Mughals or Mongols or whatever. Sure, their expansion was pretty successful, but they were literally barbarians. I am disgusted.
What did Christianity say about me? You know, I've read the Bible. What about the teaching about loving your neighbor as you love yourself? Christianity, show me some love. Also, you know what else is really suspicious? How your figure died on the cross, and that's a symbol of your religion. Interesting.
You know, I'm just trying to support Christianity because we have a lot in common. You know, same God, we both believe in heaven and hell. I'm thinking, why not help Christianity? But all these other religions just have been so disrespectful. I just can't. But to be honest, Christianity has been pretty pushy and dominant. Like, not to be rude, but they spread so much violence with the holy wars, not to mention how salty Christianity has been because of all the contracting due to the spread of Islam, but you didn't hear that from me. Wow, being here and watching this all go down makes me think that if it weren't for the networks of exchange like the Silk, Sea, and Sand Roads, some of us would never come into contact and be so connected.
Wow, you are so right. I kind of wish it never happened. Like, if it weren't so connected, some of this drama wouldn't even exist. But you know, if it weren't for the Silk Road, I wouldn't be popular, so.
Surprise.
Islam, you know you weren't invited. Why are you here?
Thought I'd drop in, say what's up. How you been, Christianity? How's the West? Other than the fact that you've been so behind compared to the Islamic world in places like China and India, is feudalism doing you any good?
Don't start with me. The reason you spread so fast is because you had the Arab Empire to spread along with. You're just lucky so many people converted.
I just came here for a good time and I honestly feel so attacked right now. If you know how I feel, why would you say that? I'm so hurt by the people of the book. I know Christianity is just upset because their efforts in the crusade were a failure. You know, maybe Christianity is so salty because it's always involved in drama. I know there's been a split in the Christian world, East versus West half, Roman Catholic versus Eastern Orthodox. I also know it's upset because Christianity can't accept that more and more people are converting to Islam. I just feel so attacked because Christianity is literally being so rude right now. Like, I know that's not what Jesus would do, let me say.
Okay, I'll tolerate it, but we're eating pork for dinner. How does that sound?
You know I can't have pork. That is so shady. I'm over this. I'm leaving.
Columbus, 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 the explorer. He's a super cool explorer. Grab your compass, let's go, climb aboard. Vamonos, he will lead the way. Columbus, Columbus. Aztecs no, sacrificing. Oh man, Columbus the explorer.
Hola, soy Christopher Columbus, and this is Boots. I'm an explorer, and today Boots and I are going on a journey to find a new trade out to the East Indies. We were sent by King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella of Spain in order to do so. But before we leave, I need to find my compass to help me navigate and map my new route. can you find my compass? Shout at me to tell me where it is. Oh, there it is.
Oh no, I see Swiper. He's gonna swipe the compass.
Okay, quick, we need your help. On the count of 3, yell, Swiper no swiping, and hold your hand out like this. Okay?
Uno, dos, tres. Swiper no swiping.
Whoa, that was close. Thank you for your help. Next, we climb aboard Santa Maria. Can you spot our ship? Oh, there it is. Let's go. Vámonos! At last, we reached the East Indies. Let's go ask the people here if they have any spices to trade with us. Let's go. You there, do you have any spices to trade with us?
I don't think we're in the Indies, Columbus. The natives don't know what we're talking about.
I guess not.
But looks like they have gold.
I guess we'll take it and bring it back to Spain. Gracias. Let's go back. Let's go back to Spain. Woo! Woo! We made it back, Boots. Our journey was successful. Yeah.
That was fun, and thank you for coming with us too.
Adios!
So I've got a horse here for trade. I can trade you here for 1,000 ears of maize. They're from the Americas, and they have a high calorie intake and will increase your life expectancy.
What can that horse even do?
This horse can provide labor and transportation. It can pull a plow, which makes it more possible to plant and harvest crops.
I'm gonna need to go consult another pawn before I make this purchase.
That's a mighty fine horse. I'll give you 200 ears of corn for it.
So I offered him the 200 ears of maize.
What? Only 200? I would do 600 ears.
Would you do 500 instead?
I'll settle for 500.
You've got yourself a deal.
I have 20 pigs and 10 cows I'd like to sell you today. They could provide you with a food source, transportation, and the cow skin can be used for clothing.
All right, what do you want for them?
I would like 2,387 potatoes from the Columbian Exchange.
Who does this guy think he is? 2,387 potatoes is nothing. I'll take it.
Awesome. I was really glad I was able to walk out of there with a deal and I didn't even have to fight for it. Maybe my price was too low. Maybe I'll have enough potatoes to feed my family. I can also take some of the potatoes to plant and grow.
I have some sugarcane. I think you would like it. It's from the Americas where it is plentiful and grown by natives and slaves.
How much do you want for it?
I think I would like 500 ears of corn and 500 potatoes.
Seems a little high to me. What can you even do with this sugar cane in the first place?
Well, you see, you can harvest it and use it as a sweetener for your tea, and you can even eat it because it is sweet.
I am a sucker for sweet things. Well, I'll do 500 ears of corn and 350 potatoes. How does that sound?
Deal. I'm going to go ahead and give him the deal on this one because I'm not going to tell him this. He's actually going to get smallpox, measles, and influenza, all free of charge. I'm not going to make him pay because these diseases were spread during the Columbia Exchange, which is happening right in front of your eyeballs.
Hey you.
God, is that you?
Nope, just the person who's going to make your life better. So yes, basically like a god.
God has chosen me? Oh my God, what an honor to be talking to you, sir.
Yes it is anyway. Are you of Catholic faith and tired of living the peasant life?
Yes, and yes.
Then I sure have a solution for you.
Whoa, where did this come from?
God.
Great.
I'm basically God and Jesus' messenger, and he wants you to join his army and fight to get his holy land back.
Fighting? I'm pretty sure God said that fighting would not get you into heaven.
You want to get into heaven? Done. When you join his army, your sins are forgiven. You get this go to heaven card, and you'll get lots of money. Just listen to my friend Peter the Hermit here.
It is I, Peter, and I can say that if you do go and protect our Lord's holy land, you will make it to heaven, even if you die, and that your sins will be forgiven.
Don't forget, this is what Jesus would have wanted you to do. Serve the Lord or you will go down. Disclaimer, we do not really know if you'll get your money before you die or that your sins are actually forgiven. I am not actually God. We'll also not know if you will survive these crusades. It all depends on God's plan or how he will use you.
God's plan. God's plan.
Hey Mark, how's the family?
Oh, same as always. My wife is at home and the kids are at the factory. Nothing new. How have you been?
Well, struggling to make ends meet. Spending the whole day here, but wow, child labor is out of control.
Yeah, it's horrible, but we really need extra help. We finally found a place that wasn't overcrowded and loaded with sanitary issues. But the issue is, it's basically unaffordable.
Wow, I guess that's the price of industrialization. I feel bad for Mark, but he's not exactly poor. He's part of the newly formed middle class. I definitely feel bad for his children working in factories because I know people like to hire them, take advantage of them, and pay them less than what they deserve. But he hasn't actually lived like he's poor. I've been poor my whole life. I've worked in a factory as a child, and I lived on the crowded streets. I'm actually staying on a street about a block away from here. Yeah, that's literally my spot right there. I'm so broke, I don't even think I can afford this corner. Spare me some change. Help her brother out.
Have you heard about the feminist movement taking course all over the country? They're finally talking about women's education, even suffrage, not to mention divorce rights and property owning rights as well.
Wow, Amy. Thank God for Enlightenment ideas. Have you heard of something called communism and Karl Marx? I read about it in the Communist Manifesto.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. That's whack. Definitely won't happen here. We're too capitalistic.
You're right. Sounds like a threat to capitalism to me. Do you want to go meet the guys downstairs for a break?
Sure.
Hey guys, how's it going upstairs? How are the watches?
Well, hot and sweaty like usual. Nothing new. It's better than being stuck at the house all day. Before I worked here, I was stuck in the house all day. So unfair. I can't really do things like fold clothes, and I really can't cook. I mean, look.
Hey, have you heard of the rumors about the worker unions recently? They're finally talking about how it's so hot and overcrowded and totally unsafe.
It's about time. All this machinery and they don't even teach us how to use it. I'm like slowly dying here. Last week I almost lost a finger.
Hey, have you heard of what's happening in Africa? All of these European countries keep colonizing parts of Africa, and I heard they're like ruining their whole social structure.
Yes, social Darwinism. I've heard of that. It's so cruel. I read how some Europeans think that Africans aren't fully developed people.
Man, that's so messed up. You think after all these enlightenment ideas, some of those things would change?
Exactly. It's so unfair for them. And what's even worse is it's like a competition for who would get the most land. Europe is completely abusing their power.
I can't believe it. Well, looks like our break is almost over. See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, we should go. Tell the kids at the factory I said hello.
Yeah, good luck with the watches.
Welcome back, everybody. Last episode, we saw how our different European countries had to choose teams for a group date, but when our African countries were forced into groups that they didn't want to be in, tensions rose, and eventually world domination sent some of them home. I can't believe how annoying Austria-Hungary and Germany are acting in the house. Neither of them deserve world domination. He needs someone who's better.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they are so over the line.
You know what? I'm totally going to sabotage Austria-Hungary.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to take her expensive Archduke Franz Ferdinand bag and throw it in the trash.
Wait, we should tell France and Russia because they would love to be in on it too.
Yeah. Oh my god. I know Britain's a part of this.
I can't believe they did that.
After a long and stressful couple of days of warring between the two groups, they finally figured out the problem, and they all agreed that Germany had caused most of the damage at the end of the fight and would have to repay all of the countries.
I'm happy to report that I have been completely cured of my habit of only being able to talk about AP World Period 1 facts. But unfortunately, I have developed a new addiction, and this one is worse than before. Now I can't stop saying facts about the Great Depression. This addiction has affected more than just me. it has affected my family and my fellow classmates. Over 2,000 businesses and companies went bankrupt during the Great Depression.
Hi, my name is Dr. DeLupa, and I've been working with Jeffrey for almost a year now. This addiction is very dangerous.
Okay, Jeffrey, I'm going to ask you a really difficult question.
Okay,
What did you learn in AP World today?
well, today the Dust Bowl was during the Great Depression.
All around me are familiar faces.
Jeffrey, let's try this again. What did you learn in AP World today?
Franklin D. Roosevelt became the president during the Great Depression.
Worn out places.
Jeffrey, what did you learn in AP World today?
We learned about World War II.
Good.
There's been a new uprising in the House over the handsome and mystical man we call world domination. Germany can't afford to repay the other countries for the damage she has caused, so she came up with a plan. So once again, the countries fell into a gripping fight. Italy, Japan decided to join Germany so that they could become the woman that world domination would choose. The other countries in the House chose sides. The US, UK, France, and other countries formed into the Allies. After Germany threw out more of the enemy's belongings with a little help from someone whose name is Hitler, the US decided to settle this once and for all, so they dropped not one, but 2 atomic bombs on Japan. This shocked Germany and Italy into eventually giving up, and later that night, world domination sent all 3 of them home.
Welcome everybody to our final episode of The Bachelor. This season we have seen a lot of exciting adventures and of course heartbreak. Our last 2 countries are left in a desperate last couple of days to prove their love to our Bachelor world domination. Now let's go take a look for our last date between the United States and our Bachelor before he has to decide who he will send home.
I'm so happy that I'm here. I really want to be a part of this journey to be the best country.
Me too.
Now let's take a look at what the date between Russia and world domination was.
I can't believe that this is all happening. I want to be the best country in the world.
I know, this is pretty crazy.
I think I'm in love with you, world domination.
Me too.
Wow, that was intense. When Russia and the United States got back from their dates, they talked about what had happened.
I don't know if I should tell you this, but World Domination said they were in love with me.
Wait a minute, they said they were in love with me. I have atomic bombs right by my side to defend my love for world domination.
You better watch out because my atomic bombs and alliances with other countries, World Domination will definitely choose me.
This has been quite a journey, but unfortunately I can't give either of you my promise for you guys to take over the world.
What?
Sorry.
Well then, that wasn't the ending we were expecting. Well, that's a wrap for this season. Let's stay tuned for our upcoming season, Countries in Paradise.